Oh my god, that's a lot of raptors. There's too many raptors. I'm gonna have to clear some raptors. Hello, dear viewers, friends, and all that. This is TBT here, and welcome back to another episode of ARK Survival Ascended. Got a frog in my throat there. We love that. But as you can see, the baby Cerrado is almost fully grown now. Still can't seem to keep enough food in him, though. Like, he's just a hungry boy. But yeah, like, we're almost done. I'm not going to get a cuddle out of him, which is fine. It's whatever. It don't matter. Alright, it's now fully grown, so it's still going to need some food, but it's not going to... Now its food isn't going to drop like a rock. So this is something we can afford to bide our time on. Okay, my phone was going off there. I don't know what that was about. Anyway, today we're going to be, hopefully, as you can see here, I don't know why I was flying that direction, I've built a little taming pen here. And the objective is quite simple. Hopefully we can get the Anky and the Doedicurus that we need. And with that, we'll be able to basically gather resources whenever and wherever we are. Mostly metal and stone, because that's what I actually care about with those two tames. But having that will just make it easier to allow me to do some grinding, and it will make the move to the new base location, which if we go here, and how do I zoom out? Is it like shift mouse? No, that's how you zoom out in the thing. Okay, if you hold down M, map, and zoom out, it's still not showing up. Interesting. Why, though? Oh, is it? Am I too far north? How do I drag it? Okay, so I can't see where it was, but it should be called base locations, and I can bring it up here. Huh. Oh, here it is. Up here. Over here is that little lake we found, and that's where I said base. So, yeah. The plan is to move up there. I'm going to attempt to do it with without using cryopods, but that just really depends on how lazy I'm feeling at the time. So hopefully that won't happen. Hopefully I will be able to do it. But again, it just depends on what kind of danger we have to deal with. But before we can do that, before I'm ready for that adventure, I need to kill this Diplo because I want some more meat. Also, damn, the Diplo model actually looks a lot better now in Unreal Engine 5. By the way, if you find yourself enjoying this video, do me a solid, hit that like button, comment, subscribe, all that juicy goodness that pleases the algorithm gods and spreads this video around YouTube. It really does help me out, and I greatly appreciate it. With that out of the way... Alright, that should do us just fine on meat for now. Yeah, I think I'm going to be able to do the early guide, the starting out guide, idiot's guide, hopefully next week. But, it's funny, that's what I said last week about this week, but that ended up not quite working out the way I wanted it to. I just want a little bit more good footage to work with. And then I should be ready to go on that front. And I just also wanted to point out in advance that it will really only apply to any place other than Scorched Earth and Aberration. Like, even Extinction is going to just, like, kind of have the same rules apply to it, but... Yeah, see, he's gonna eat, and he's gonna slowly gain his 28k food. Jesus. Good lord. Alright, let's get out of here. Now, where can you find Ankies and Doedicurus? Well, you can find Doedics almost anywhere. Like, generally speaking, they are just around. Now, the problem with the Doedic is that it will roll into a ball if you do it too much damage. And at that point, all of your torpor just becomes absolutely pointless. Or at least that was the case in ARK Survival Evolved. I tamed one with a friend the other day, and it was actually not that bad. Managed to get it down, and it wasn't a big deal. But, yeah, so we'll see what happens here. So for that reason, if I see a 150, I may ignore it. It just depends on how pretty it is. Because I don't want to have to well, actually, if it's 150, it probably has higher HP, so it probably has a lower chance of rolling into a ball. I guess you had another situation where you want a higher level. I don't know. And yes, I know clouds are on. I heard somewhere that Wild Cards should be putting out patches to make the clouds actually work better, which would be great because right now they look like not only do they cause frame loss, they look blurry as hell. And that, to be fair, they don't look bad. Like those are some of the most realistic clouds I've seen in a game. It's like this is good, but it could be better, you know? But the aim here is to end up with knock both of these tames out in one go. I should be able, if need be, to make more narcotics to make that happen. Uh-oh. I heard something, I thought it might be Rhinognatha. But, yeah, so, probably also going to be looking for more Ceratos to kill, because I never showed getting the spines, and I think that's important. That should be something I do on camera. But again, it's also something that I've done in my Idiot's Guide, which, as I've said, I may or may not be remaking in ARK Survival Ascended. It really depends. Since this game largely has many of the same mechanics, it's not necessary, but I may choose to do it anyway. And there is our first Doedicurus. Like I said, they can spawn anywhere, and that one is level 5. Wow. Oh, it is yellow. It's like green-yellow. It's kind of cool. But yeah, Doedics tend to just exist in a lot of places, so finding one is just a matter of getting a good level. Oh my god. Hold on. Let me check your level, Carno. I should actually kill this Spino. Ow! Hey! Listen, jerk. Actually, this is not a fight. I do not want the smoke right now. I want my stamina right now is what I want. Man, I just obliterated a Dimorph. By the way, the reason I want this Spino dead is because I want its sail. And it's also just not a good level. Like, there's no point in taming this. I also got a level out of that. Very nice. Yep, see Spinosaurus sail proves your worth as a hunter. Funny how the actual in-game Spino sail on the Spinosaurus does not have this at all. It does not have those little leopard blotches on it. At least if it does, I can't see. Whoa. Okay. That was a sound. Oh, we love when it gets super cold. We just love that. Alright, let's get out of here. Continue to hunt. But yes, with the Doedicurus, that's probably my first target. It's the easiest one to get. Like, there's no special requirement to find one. It's just around. The problem is finding a good one. Sorry for the yawn. I'm a little tired. Been a busy couple weeks, honestly. But, yeah. I do feel like Doedicurus is a little bit rarer than it used to be in Survival Evolved. Like, you could find them fairly commonly depending on where you were. Like, it was fairly easy to find one. But now, although they will spawn in a lot of places, they don't always... It's like I've only seen one by itself. Fun fact, Doedicurus... is a... Wow, what a shocker. Is a close relative of the armadillo, as if that wasn't obvious from taking a look at it. It looks like an armadillo, but it's not really. And we got a terror bird over there. By the way, that's the same type of trap I used for the Therizinosaurus, except it doesn't have a ramp, because it doesn't need a ramp. I'm not trying to get something to run into it. Oh! Is that? Oh, I thought that was like ruins. Nah. I may have to cut away and bring us back when we find something. Anky or Doedic, it doesn't really matter. Oh. Oh, got a panicked Parasaurolophus there. Oh my god, are those bugs really chasing me from all the way back there? Oh. That's a theory. We don't want to, like, aggro that. I'll say, I love how dense this jungle is now. Like, it's still on... The ground cover isn't quite what it needs to be, but everywhere else is just... This is just gorgeous. Oh my goodness. Look at this! Whoa! It's level 60, but that is gorgeous. Why? Why is he fighting an army of Dilos? What is going on? Why are there, like, 3 or 4 Dilos chasing it? Oh. Jeez, this yawn is horrendous. I can't get rid of it. Baby stegos are some of the cutest things in this game. I'm gonna be real. Oh, hello! Get a load of this! Our first Titanosaur. Look at this guy. Oh, gorgeous. Look at this. Really makes you feel small by comparison, especially when you clip through his chest. Her chest, actually. No, it's a male. Never mind. Look at this thing. This has always been one of my favorite looking creatures in the game. Just because of the, like, it looks like it has a mountains growing out of its back. It is a walking mountain. I mean, that's sort of the point, right? This is the ultimate siege weapon dinosaur. It's like, this thing breaks... I think it breaks everything. I'm not 100% sure, but I know it breaks metal. And it's that classic, you tame it, but it will slowly starve to death because it'll refuse to eat. And I'm like, so wait, then isn't it animal cruelty to tame it? I know there's no Geneva Convention or laws here on the ARKs, but still, come on. Come on now. Guys. I just want to grab this explorer note. Can we not? Oh man, you are a pretty Diplodocus though. Can we just not, please? Look, I'm not looking for any trouble. Stop. Okay. All right, we're doing this. You want the smoke? You get in the smoke. I only wanted the bloody... I can't see what's happening anymore. It is such a disappointment to me that Diplodocus doesn't have any kind of damaging attack. Like, give it a stomp. Give it something. Ah. Okay, there it is. I was like, ah! Yeah, I thought I'd bring this back. I haven't found anything yet. By the way, the reason I cut away in the first place was I got interrupted. Well, not interrupted, but, you know, got dinner delivered, so it was time to eat. And then I figured I might as well just cut away until we find something of interest. Well, we found something of interest, also. That's a 135 compy. I feel a little bad, but not really. Oh.
Found primarily among the island's redwood regions, Doedicurus is an imposing creature. Many on the island have started calling it a dire bear, a name which is appropriate both due to its enormity and its territorial nature. The dire bear ignores most non-hostile creatures, while going about its daily routine of scavenging for meat and edible plant life. That is, until intruders enter the territory it considers its own, at which point the creature ferociously attacks. Most often, it is smartest to just run from an angry dire bear. Once tamed, the dire bear is a strong and reliable mount. It can carry vast quantities of goods and can sprint for extremely long, nearly infinite periods. It is not the fastest creature from a hard stop, but after building up momentum, its sustained overland speed builds to among the best of the island. Of course, being able to feed a dire bear both meat and plant life makes keeping one fairly convenient regardless of the environment. Doedicurus has a fondness for honey and can harvest it without getting stung or destroying the hive. Perhaps more rewarding while you are riding it, those pesky bees will completely ignore you.
Interesting. I don't think I've ever gotten the dire bear dossier before. That's why it's nice to do this. It's like Team 4-Star has always said, monkeys and typewriters. You know, this is just what happens, and this is what we end up recording. Oh, we got a raptor there. Yeah, all right. I'm probably gonna have to cut. Oh, probably have to cut away again. At this time, I don't see anything of interest here. Oh my God, that's a lot of raptors. There's too many raptors. Gonna have to clear some raptors. Alright, this is where I cut away again and hopefully bring us back when there is something of interest. Which watch will be in like 2 seconds. It probably won't. Well, I found a Doedic. It's right down there and it's nice and green and it's fighting a scorpion. But it's very low level, so instead we're just going to kill this alpha raptor right here. Oh wow, we're tearing this thing apart. Did I get any loot for that? Oh, cool! I got a gun! It's a pretty good gun, too. Oh my God, 21 levels? Good lord! Just give me all. Just give me everything. I'm gonna have just 2,000 stamina, yep. Wait. Oh no, the scorpion didn't win. The this is right here is what happens. Oh, it's a little bit blurry there. Whoa! This right here is what happens when you damage a Doedicurus too much. It'll ball up like that. And when that happens, they take heavily reduced damage. And they will stay balled up until I think they've regenerated enough health. So it can be very, very annoying to deal with them. I think they will also unfurl if you leave render distance, but I'm not 100% sure. Is that another alpha? And the alpha raptors on this map are just... Yes, indeed it is. Yes, I am going to kill it, and then we will continue the search. Okay, this time I got a bow and some green pants. And more prime meat than I can shake a stick at. Jesus, this RG is gonna be strong. But the hunt ever continues, so I think I'm going to cut away and hopefully bring us back when we've actually found something this time. So I will catch you guys later. Ooh, there are some aloes down there, though. Oh, hold on. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. Oh, I thought I saw one. I did not. We got Dinotherium down there. We got... Alrighty, and I'll catch you guys in a bit. Hello, we are back, and while I haven't found a good Doedic or Anky, I have found an explorer note that I wanted to share. Also, it's actually the next day. I ended up pausing...
Eureka!
Oh,
My
hold on.
theory was correct. The small podium at the base of the obelisk is definitely responding to the artifact's proximity and vice versa. Honestly, I feel foolish for not attempting this sooner. The stylistic similarities between the artifacts and the obelisks floating above the island seem so obvious to me now. Clearly, they were created within the same culture and era. Bizarrely, while both the artifact and obelisks are in exquisite condition, there are no other signs of this mysterious civilization. How could that be? What kind of mad society would gallivant about some remote island, building towering structures and stuffing knickknacks into caves before vanishing without a trace? I don't understand it, but it certainly piqued my curiosity.
So this is when Rockwell discovers how the artifacts work, which is very nice, to say the least, but, yeah, we're in Redwoods at this point, and sometimes you can find Ankies and Doedics here. You can also find Allos, though. Oh, you can also find Thylos, and I almost got jumped by one earlier. Problem is, I have to fly low to the ground here, which is another reason I wanted to start recording again. But as I said, this is actually filmed the next day, so this is Thursday when this video would be coming out. Yeah, I made my life a whole lot harder. Not really, but, like... It's just a case of I was so tired that I had to take a rest, and of course the minute, you know, you turn off the game and whatnot, and then head hits the pillow and you're out. But yeah, part of the reason I've been trying to find things to have more commentary on, I just wish that there was, it's like there needs to be something to comment on. Oh, here we go. We got a Rex. But yeah, at the moment I'm just kind of searching around. I'll descend deeper into the forest if I have to, which I probably do. You just gotta keep an eye on the trees as you fly around. And, of course, the other RGs. Yeah, that one's on me, so I'm gonna kill it. But yeah, I do apologize if this gets a little bit boring. I mean, I'm trying my best to get this done. It's taken... Part of the reason I ended up hopping off and going to sleep was the fact that it was taking quite a long time. It's just like, you know, the one time I need to find this and it's not, and of course it's not going to be here, especially after I just said, oh, they're kind of around everywhere, but no. Sometimes you can find Doedicurus around the shore here, so... it's funny, I do have an Anky saddle on me. I did return to base after when I decided to take a break, but... And it's like, oh, I'll make an Anky saddle while I'm here. So I did. Which is lovely, but not all that helpful unless I can actually find something, so... I forgot to turn clouds off again, but we're gonna leave them on and hashtag deal with it for now. I gotta say, as much as the clouds cause some frame issues sometimes, they do make the game look prettier, and they make the lighting not absolute trash for taking thumbnails. Well, sometimes. When the sun's this bright, I gotta figure out what that setting is for the brightness of the sun there. That's just crazy. Man. It's actually pretty framey here, though. I will say that. Oh, there we go. Right there. Doedicurus in this game seems a little bit smaller than I remember. 70? Okay. Oh yeah, see that? See that lag right there? We love that. Okay, I'm gonna grab this just because I've been looking for this long. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Oh my god. We get 2 for the price of 1. Well, we get 2 for the price of 1, provided I can deal with the Rex. Yeah, I cannot grab the RG actually has a secondary grab attack with its C. And that's great, but actually really not helpful. Because I can only grab really small things with it. Like, I can grab, like, a Dodo or a Lystro or something like that. That bear is, having some... Oh my god! Yeah, some of the fuzzier creatures definitely are informing me that I need that graphics card sooner rather than later, but before I could get to that, I have to do the rest of this. I have to upgrade the rest of my system. Which hopefully will get done today. Okay, we've dealt... Are you kidding me? More compies? Really? Son of a... Okay. I'd like to get the baby if I can get it. I just don't know how I would do that. I mean, yes, I could just pick it up, but... Where's the baby? There's a baby compy. How would you even see that without a magnifying glass? Alright, whatever. Screw these guys. If it was a level 130, I might have grabbed it, but... Okay, we've got a Doedic there. We've got a Carno. Man, I'm sitting here like, how do I get this? Ow! You're pretty, but you are a jerk. Be gone. Be gone with thee. Uh-oh. Don't fall in the water. Okay. Yeah, getting both of these would be good, and again, I only have the Anky saddle right now. I don't have a Doedic saddle. Which is less than helpful, but, we'll, as they say, find a way. But right now I'm like, how do I get this? So what I could do... I can grab the parent. Now that I think about it, having the babies is like... I can grab the parent and come back and get the baby. That is a baby Gallimimus. That is adorably chonky and nothing like the adult. Ah, man. It's so annoying I cannot grab that. Like, can I grab the adult with it? It looks like you should be able to. Like, Doedicurus looks so much... I don't know, to me, Doedicurus looks small. That's a pretty Dilo. So yeah, this is a little bit of a conundrum here. Oh, it's a baby. It's a baby Carno. There are so many cute little babies around here. See, I know I can do this and grab them. Yeah, like that. Are you really? Oh my god, the bugs in this game. The bugs in this game, and not like the glitches, but the bugs, the insects, are the worst. I hate them. They're not hard to deal with, they're just really annoying. Okay. So I think this is where I gotta make an executive decision here. Because theoretically, if I take the kid, I can come back and get the adult. But in either case, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna try... Hey! Really? Why me, jerk? I do like that Dilos spawn in packs now. Like, it's not just one or two of them, it's like a bunch of them. I'm trying to put a point on my map here. Oh, come on. Why you gotta run this way? I'm in the middle of something. How do I put a point on the... Okay, it's this. Point map. Waypoints. Do that. So now we have that. And I can come back and get the adult. Hopefully the kid won't just despawn and reappear. It shouldn't. It should be stuck in the trap. So, alright, I'm gonna get going. I think I'll cut away and I'll see you guys in a bit. Just thought I'd point out we have a max level Deinotherium down there. Repeat, we have a max level Deinotherium. I don't know why it's by itself, but it is. In Ark Survival Evolved, they would spawn in small herds. But, yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to bring us back to show that, and also to inform that we are now en route to get the adult Doedicurus. What I did with the little guy is, in order to make sure he doesn't run off, I just dropped him into my house, because I have a hatch, I have like a gate, or like a trap door on my roof, so I just opened it up and plopped him in. So hopefully he won't just like reset back here. And if he does, alright, then I guess I'm not getting him. Or maybe I am, I don't know. But we'll see. So this, the story is we're going to grab this, I'm going to head back, and we're going to do the tame. And giving the time constraints, as much as I want to go for an Anky, unless I see one along the way, I'm not going to grab it. Like, I'm just not. I can't remember what side of the river this was on, but knowing me, it was that one. I will say I like the point system. It's much easier to discern where you are on the map in relation to the waypoint that you set, because you cross over it. That's a Carno. Okay, I'll need to find that, I'll need to find the Doedic first, but hopefully it didn't just immediately make a beeline right for me. Oh, no, it's right here. Wait, is this the same one? Yes, it is. Alright, so this is a fairly... Oh, I should have recovered stamina first, so we're going to land and do that, and then I will cut away, and we will be back. Boy, that would be embarrassing to have to land mid-redwood and get pounced by a Thyla. Yeah, no, not having that. Alright, see ya! Alrighty, and we're here, and... plop! Right in it goes, and let's get started. Now, the thing about this is I'm going to have to watch the torpor very carefully. I like that the crossbow automatically zooms in now if you tell it to. If you, like, right-click it once. Whenever it reloads, it'll just zoom back in. Now, if this does go into ball mode, this is probably not going to be possible, but we'll try anyway. Oh, we'll be fine. Good thing I got a pretty powerful crossbow. And this is only a level 70. This is not a especially strong Doedic at all, but it'll do. And I was sick and tired of searching, and this is like one of the best ones I've seen. So now found a level 150 Dinotherium, but we can't find any Doedics or Ankies that are like worth it. Also, this one's white, so I'll take that. I'll take the albino. I remember I got one in my Aberration Let's Play, and I named it Minty Fresh. I think it was green or something. But okay, it's down. Perfect. Need to repair my crossbow sooner or later. Alright, I'm not going to really worry about much else. We're going to get on with this. And I think, yeah, taming the Anky will have to be next episode. That's just the way it's going to have to work out, sadly. But hey, maybe we'll have time during that to do something really fun. I don't know what that something fun would be, but, you know, we cross those bridges when we come to them. Like I've said, as quoting Team 4-Star, monkeys, typewriters. This is one of those tames where you can kind of just sit and do nothing. This thing is not going to wake up. Although, as you can see, I'm in need of more narcotics because I used mine to make more arrows. Oh! Oh, hello! Where did you come from? How did you get out of my house? I'm not complaining, but, like... And this tame is going to take a little while, I'll just say that right now. Actually, I'm going to go check my house real quick before I just cut away again, because I want to make sure that there's not another one in there. That would be pretty hilarious if there is. Yeah, see, I opened the hatch and tried to drop it in, but I think what happened was, when it reset, when I brought the mother back close to it, it just reset to him, and I think it just will naturally do that after a set period of time. So maybe it won't matter if you take the baby away, it's whether or not you grab the parent. Which is both a good and a bad thing, because it's going to save you some trouble, but at the same time it's a little bit... You can easily abuse that if you can carry the parent dinosaur away. Yeah, I'm definitely waiting on that cloud patch, because man... Baby Doedics are so cute. They honestly look like little clay creatures, little clay stop-motion creatures. Okay, how are you doing on your tame? You're at 8.3. Oh, you love to see it. Alright, so we're going to be here a while. As one does. I think the last time I tamed a Doedic, I used kibble? Question mark? Truth be known, I don't remember what I used in my Fjordur Let's Play. I think my Aberration Let's Play was definitely berries, but I also had taming settings way boosted for that. Alright, so I will see you guys in a bit. Yeah, 12.4%. Okay, so it's going to take roughly 25 feeds. We've done 3, so 22. Lovely, and this little guy's just going to keep orbiting the gravitational field of its mama, so that's fantastic. And it is a male, so that's not bad. We can get the mate boost off them at least, but if you didn't know before we cut away, the reason I want a Doedic, it is a fantastic utility tame for gathering stone. I think it's also pretty good at gathering thatch by smacking trees with its tail. In Ark Survival Evolved, for some reason, they didn't harvest berries unless you had the Kraken's Better Dinos mod on. I don't know if that's still true here, and if it is, rip. That's annoying. Also, man, look at the texture! Oh, that looks so good. That's almost like stony leather. That looks awesome. I love it. Tail's still a little shiny, but that's fine. That's a really... Oh, that detail. That detail is fantastic. We love that. Alright. I'll catch you guys in a bit. Alrighty, we were about 1 feet away from it waking up, so I figured I'd bring us back. We also had an incident with a Dilo over there. Now, I trapped one of its babies in my house because it's cool and it has a mutation. Unfortunately, for one reason or another, I can't seem to get it to, like, recognize that there's no longer an adult in the area. I've been looking around and I can't find it. Oh, I also made a Doedicurus saddle. Found out I did have the materials for it, so here we are. So that's kind of cool. Also note that they now have durability. If you hadn't, from what I understand, durability is a thing they added to saddles, not so that you can't ride the saddle if it runs out, but so that they won't give the dino any armor. So just so we're clear, I do not believe that it will cause you to be unable to ride the dino if it breaks. It's simply a case of, if this breaks, it loses any protection that it gives the dinosaur. So just bear that in mind. Oh, correction, we were at 2 feet away. Oh, that's fine. And we got them both. Perfect. Oh, I accidentally did a stupid and reset my, I accidentally reset my, what's it called? Not reset. I set the, imprint timer way too high. As you can see, we got 5 hours when this thing is already maturing super fast. I might turn down that maturation setting. That's really quick. But, then again, I'm also very impatient with these things. I don't like waiting, so... Okay, you still can't do that. That's annoying. Alright, we're gonna bring you over here. Yeah, I see no sign of another Dilo that would be preventing the one that's in the house here. I'll show you guys in a sec before we end the episode. And hopefully I can solve this mystery. There should be no reason why that's not working. But it does not appear to be working. So I don't know what to tell you. Also, interestingly, I did not get any, I did not get any extra levels on this Doedicurus, this juvenile. Which is kind of annoying because I can't even imprint on it when I did get that for the Cerrado, which leveled up to a 220 and then could have been imprinted, but... But yeah, I'm going to show you guys this Dilo, this little pink Dilo, if it's still there. I think it may have... No, it's still here. See, it's right here, level 82. Yeah, level 82, mutation on its dad's side. Oh, there we go. Hey! Nice! Oh, interesting, it says imprint, it said imprint on, but not tamed. Very interesting. Here, let's go let it out. You'll actually see we have another one down here that was level 10 that I tamed because I killed its parent. And I just kind of felt bad, so... Here, these can go be Chadillo's pack. I will say the clouds do make the rain look really good. But you can see this one's really pretty, this purple Dilo. That's amazing. I love that. That's why I had to get that. Nothing really too serious about it other than that. Let's get these guys over here. And again, I'm unfortunately not getting any imprinting on that. I haven't even bothered trying to imprint any of the babies yet that I've gotten. It's just not, it's really not worth the time. Alrighty. So, let's see what this thing can do. I mean, you probably already know, but we're gonna find out anyway. And on this creature, the only thing I'm gonna care about is weight and melee. You see it's got its right click, allows it to roll into a ball and roam around. Very handy to get around, although it's not as fast as I remember. Okay, does this thing have any new attacks that allow it to harvest? Okay, left click, no. X, control, no. Okay, so once again, this thing cannot harvest by itself, which is ridiculous. Unless I'm missing something. If I'm missing something in the comments, please let me know. Please level me. Please nail me with every volley of missiles that you have at your disposal to let me know how I screwed that up. Also, interestingly, pretty good swimmer. And very good harvester of stone. Like I said, this guy is your go-to harvester, and what we're going to be doing with this is we're just going to fly around with it, let it harvest constantly. And it gets a reduction in weight to stone, which is perfect. Let it harvest constantly, and what you do is you fly around with the RG. I'm not going to show it today, but you fly around with an RG or a Quetzal, you just hold it, and it will just automatically swing on any rock it comes across. How does it know how to do that? Good question. Couldn't tell you. It's ARK. We do not question these things. Just turn off your brain and play the game. Alright. And with that, that is as good a place as any. We're going to call it an episode here. Once again, if you enjoyed it, do me a solid. Hit that like button, comment, subscribe. Give the algorithm gods their just due so that this spreads around YouTube. I really appreciate it. And it does help out a lot. But this has been TBT. I'm signing out, and I'll catch you lovely people on the next episode of ARK Survival Ascended.